I'm sorry Deborah. My kind ass literary species unfeeling and cold it could never be between us. Then what do you think of this? Sniff. Cactus, why won't you let me hug you? Is it because of your prickles? No, it is because I do not like you. 9-year-old fills chapstick tube with cheese to eat in class. No great genius has ever existed without some touch of madness. Aristotle. The why won't this damn drawer open starter pack? No one. Swimming pants after they leave the water. I'm joy. I'm celebration. I'm yippee. The Party Brothers. Starbucks hot venti roasted regular please. Coffee please. 16-year-old Mark Wahlberg on PCP. A Vietnamese American man. How do I see you on a weekday from 9 to 5 if I work weekdays 9 to 5? Doctors. Government. Banks. Figure it out. Have a great day. Do I'm a builder. Do I build stuff? Say, my good man, what are you building for me to exploit? This? Why don't go partying anymore? Me at 18 years old. Bro, quit playing. My silly ass. Cat waking me up at 2 AM. Waking my cat up at 2 PM. Memorizing pothole locations is a survival skill, where I come from. That's the last time I eat Taco Bell. Possibly the worst coloring book ever made. When you try to rickroll your normie friend, maybe it doesn't work on donkeys. It's a lockbox 3000. This is impossible. Ain't nothing I can't open. Hand me a garbage bag. This is impossible. How I present myself online. Me in real life. Touches his circumcision scar. I'm sorry I wasn't there to protect you. Awry. If. Making jam for the first time. Switching sugar with salt. She replied. Her male best friend. Her boyfriend. Her crush. Her friend with benefits. Guy who helps her in exam. Her fourth ex. Her third ex. Her second ex. Her ex. She replied. Is it really possible for a country boy to break the cycle of death and rebirth? My favorite conspiracy theory is that everything is gonna be okay. The germs in my body when I wash my hands for over 21 seconds. Stop, he's already dead. No need to cook this year, just plonk one of these in front of all your guests. That's it. You're going to 2009. Cooking bacon be like. Teachers now. Teachers when I was in school. What kids that try coffee for the first time think they look like? My child will be patient and will carefully paint his minis. I bought a Passat. Why don't girls still like me? Their mom. The non-binary barista watching me press no tip after ordering a $13 iced matcha latte. A lot of people ask if I have protection for bears when I'm hiking in the backcountry, which I think is weird because I don't even find bears attractive. Me has problems to fall asleep even in my own bed. Dogs. Point of view, it's 2030 and the CEOs of every company has been arrested. Extra spice makes everything nice. Bleach. The 4 horsemen of perfect castle battles. Born to say I'm sorry. Forced to say my fault gang. Me after accepting the fact that I'm the disappointment of the family. Hello. Useless me were here. Survival tip. If lost in the woods, build a shelter. The tax collector will be there shortly. We'll be having Shreks with robots in the next 10 years. How millionaire celebrities think they look like after they say that money is not important. Country folks can survive. Try the Macabre bit. Phew, that was intense. Oh god. I forgot to use protection. Oh right, dead people can't pregnant. Invents a game about being a capitalist. Sells millions upon millions of copies. Universally hated. Hunters. Tracking deer takes years of practice. Deer. I was accused of beating my wife. Society. They found out I was innocent. Society. Me watching Netflix knowing goddamn well I'm gonna fail the maths test tomorrow. Albert Einstein. 100 authors claiming his theory of relativity to be wrong. If it were wrong, one would have been enough. Rebellious in their youth. Authoritarian in their old age. You should stop drinking, you're already pretty drunk. Cheers, I'll drink to that, bro. When your parents keep asking you who you're hanging out with. Oh, I don't know. Maybe Lord Voldemort. Brother, I crave the forbidden lamp. Don't do it, brother. No, brother, please. Minus $59.55. My broke ass is in Steam debt. Girls, I must find a toilet. I need to pee. Boys, aha, a tree. Literally all the time. Me to myself. Don't waste money, you're poor. How much do you need a vacation? Me. I bet you talk to a lot of people. My DMs. I flipped the Sorex title for my Christmas cards this year. The librarian when you bring a gun into the library. The librarian when you put a suppressor on it. Guys, my mudkip keep getting into the shower with me, what should I do? When you randomly smell that specific smell you remember as a kid and nostalgic memories come in. Barn owls after humans invented barns. Everything is proceeding as I have foreseen. When I'm the only one in class who has gum. Me at age 15. I don't care. If I die young, at least I'll look hot in my funeral portrait. Me now. I need to stay sober and not die this year so there is someone to care for this cat. Trolley problem. Nobody is in any danger. Do you jump in front of the moving trolley? Uncut dicks when the Shreks is over. When the client wants to combine options 1 and 2. Shorts. In the morning after the party, they show what I did yesterday. Welcome to the internet. Choose wisely. Memes. Porn. You're beautiful. I have a gaming PC. I need several hours of listening to music time or I start to become evil. French cuisine is so delicious. I wonder what the secret is. Butter. I will enjoy my VC to the fullest. What a good VC. Whoever's idea it was to make this version of Rogue a Southern Goth girl was a visionary. When you max out your character before playing the first mission. Rocks are cheap, but bricks mean you went out of your way to make their life miserable. Turns out the donor car is nicer than the project car. So now you have 2 project cars. The noses have reached the free-range denim. My jorts. Me at the bar celebrating my 21st birthday. The bartender who's been serving me for the past 3 years. Your skeleton is constantly moist until we meet again. This lady's been staring at me for like 5 minutes. that one guy in a zombie apocalypse be like, yeah, I was kinda in tough situation back there. You would tell me if you got bitten though, right? Right? Me. Exists. Girls. Free speech platform. CSAM. Illegal activities. Crypto scams. Me. A single mom I met on Tinder with a rib tattoo. Her mortified kid who's supposed to be asleep. Dobby and Harry Pirater after 1 week in Bulgaria. Sorry mom, I can't make it in time. Mom, your little cousin is playing with your PC. Random Amish kid who's only eaten corn in their life. Me. Carolina Reaper. Nobody. Pixar moms. I'm into bad boys. This ain't gonna work out. Who'd win in a fight? I want a guy who has an 8-inch PP and 6-pack abs. I want a guy that makes 6 figures and is at least 6 feet. I want a girl. I don't know, you're asking for too much. My homie when he told me his plans to reconnect with his ex to whom he still has feelings to. Bro, it's a canon event. Please don't kill me, I have a family. The raccoon I'm trying to pet. Hissing. Me. Nonsense. We are close friends. Me masturbating and moaning loudly at night. The paranormal activity crew that my family called. Excuse me. He asked for no pickles. This could be us, but you got the anti-lock brakes. Would you eat him for $1? My son was having nightmares after watching The Lion King, so I painted him a portrait of me absolutely starching the evil lion. I'm filled with unbelievable anger and thoughts of violence. Chronically online millennials whine about how Gen Z has officially cancelled everything they love. Everyone who remembers when millennials were accused of killing every industry boomers love. You have become the very thing you swore to destroy. Trying to date white girls, and you're in too deep. I asked for a pony. What the duck is this? If buying isn't owning, then pirating isn't stealing. Game developers. People who are into BDSM. Furries. People who nut to the female filter version of themselves. Me on my way to relax by playing a game that makes me unimaginably angry. Stay away from me, sissy. I'm a bad boy who wants a treat. I'm gay. I'm a wanted criminal in plus 70 countries. What do you mean? You don't like cats? See you tonight, peachy baby. Will you do that thing I like? If it makes you happy. Hey Shrexy. That moment when the music in game has parts that sound like your parents calling you, but you've been moved out for years now. Mexicans in heaven be like. Devastating. They all got pancaked. Isn't it strange how women live longer than man? Yeah, it is. I gonna jump from this house and shout I'm Batman. Do it. Fursuit. No candy. Parsley. It makes food look better. But does it make my heinous crime look better? I guess not. How sharks are portrayed in the media. Sharks in real life. I'ma do a swim. Blub blub. How dolphins are portrayed in the media. Dolphins in real life. Allow me, miss. When my therapist says feeling something bad is going to happen is called anxiety and not spidey sense. 2/10. It really wasn't even all that good, to be honest. They don't know I shit my pants. Oh my god, has diarrhea going down his legs. The guy in the corner smells like shit. If you prayed for my downfall you should stop, I can't take this anymore. Southerners be like lightning, gunshot, hurricane, no fan. Drug cartels secretly making drugs, the Netflix documentary crew. Imagine getting distracted and then seeing your dog with the nuggets like this. When someone asks about my personal life, I'll have you know the contents of that dumpster are private. What a life. Huh. Homie, you are only in your early 20s. American starter home style evolution. 1970s. 1990s. 2010s. 2030s. I literally told you yesterday, me. When she learns you still live with your parents, what is your excuse? I love my parents more than I care about impressing a vapid whore. Gettin' loser. We are going crying. Hobbits be like, here are my daughter Celestia, Marigold and Daffodil, and here are my sons Barnwater, Dumbo and Chungus. Take your age at 4. That's not your age. Not sure who needs to hear this, but styrofoam plates make great food floats in the bath. The Burger King manager listening to me complain about the 10/10ths goth cashier not farting in my bacon XL burger. When you were only fake flirting because you were bored, and now they're sending you good morning texts. Chuckles. I'm in danger. Dudes will say they're the strongest in their bloodline and then be lactose intolerant. When I hear my first 7 alarms go off in the morning. Wasting my time, my brain cells, study and sleep. That one kid trying to end the class by asking dumb questions. Sugar-filled drink fans, water enjoyers. IRS tax collection. You shouldn't bully people, I'm upset now, and my only option is to take it out on my infant son. Hope you're happy, pal. When you light up, so do they. Now you both look cool as duck. I think men should go through a 10-step program before they can watch the show. Okay, what are WBY opinions will have you like this? People saying McDonald's is garbage. Me. Born in a poor country that considers it a luxury. When you got catfished on Tinder, but you already bought condoms and made that 30-minute drive. Getting back on Tinder after a breakup. There seems to be no sign of intelligent life anywhere. Take me to your dealer. Is that a weed alien? I hate when the cube shows up while I'm trying to fish. If you haven't used these, you can't fully appreciate today's technology. When you take a painful shit in the public bathroom and try to play it cool when you walk out the stall. People who discovered agriculture must have been like, yo, check out this unlimited food hack. When it's your birthday and the only ones who remember are that app you forgot to delete, your bank, your dentist, your mobile service provider. My pattern-seeking brain trying to recognize predators. My Uber driver going through it for real. You deserve better. How lean is made. How it feels to talk shit. Me trying to swim in my bathtub when I was 7. Life would be so much easier if I could store you in a cage in my basement. Vampire resisted vampire's bane. Everyone's so mean now, I wish people settled arguments like they did in the good old days. Lord Elderton, your lavender bush has crossed onto my yard. Alright, let's do this. When girls are low on cash and hit up their sugar daddy so they can pay rent and get diapers for their baby. When you die and some all-powerful entity tells you you're about to reincarnate as a person you've been an asshole to. Someone get this. Damn bed iguana off my head, I'm so scared. When you get home and your little bro is excited to tell you how he beat a boss in a game because he knows you're the only one that will understand. Imagine being a Native American in 1492 and seeing this bizarre thing step off a ship. Today's generation has no idea who this superhero is. Trying not to move to avoid disturbing my dog's sleep while ruining my own. I'm the best AI. No, I am. Amateurs. What was that, punk? Amateurs. Excuse me, waiter. May I please get a box for this? I don't think I can finish it. Old man at the gym. Me. Story from 30 years ago about how strong he was. I lied. I don't have Netflix. Take off your shoes. We are gonna watch 2000s anime on a CRT TV. All this unlimited data. To be getting like 3 texts a month. Hannibal was an idiot. I would have marched directly on Rome after the Battle of Cannae. Ask me anything. I won't answer. Hey, I sensed you from across the astral plane and really dig your aura. I was wondering if maybe you'd be interested in lending me $50. When your dog ate some random thing from the street again. You're laughing pretty hard for someone who only exists in 3 dimensions. When you're trying to drop a hint in your restaurant choice, Mr. Hung. First date, she, me. There can only be one. She knocked the little statue off so she could be the statue. Hello, food. Hold the microplastics. Microplastics in everything. Understandable. Have reap what we sow. Welp. Engine's no good. Looks like it's beyond repair. Nothing a little elbow freeze couldn't fix. P. Yeah, okay. Hey T. Did you eat my babies? Did you sleep with my wife Terry? I said I was sorry. Man shot after throwing shoe at roach. Nemo died. We need to replace him before Timmy sees. Later. Phew. He hasn't noticed. You're not Nemo. Me. I should have about $200 left. Bank account. $4. Me. What have I done? Nothing to see here, just a casual photo of me and my girlfriend. No one. That one person in lobbies. The hitman I hired to kill me after telling him I'll pay when the job is done. Serbia's greatest warrior. Age 14. Gender female. Status single. DMS open as my legs. Height 4 feet 9. Location Serbia. About I love anime. Shut up, I have the talking stick. Don't act like you've never done this. Types of headaches. Migraine. Hypertension. Stress. People saying that your crush is ugly. Are you okay? Yes. Mentally sick. Physically thick. When he says I can stack donuts on it. Me all day. Me at 3 AM. Guys, I forgot Mike Wazowski only had one eye. I was so used to seeing the first picture. After work. After taking a bath. Women. After work. After taking a bath. Hot girl summer is over. Time for fat boy fall. When the teacher says the bell doesn't dismiss you, I do. I did my time. And I want out. No. Slouched shoulders. Bent wrists. Yes. Running into woods. Never to be seen again. Which is worse? Ignorance or apathy? I don't know. And I don't care. How mother duckers feel combining 2 racial slurs and calling their bro that. When someone raises their voice to you and you are a child again. Girls when they realize that they're getting older. Instagram after looking a slightly horny reel for more than one loop. When you arrive in hell and you can't see your best friend. Of course Israel and Palestine have beef. Neither one of them can have pork. Meanwhile in London. Okay, but just the tip. You donate a kidney. You walk back to your car and bring out a second one. This how Busta Rhymes used to be in all his videos. If you see a toilet in your dream, do not use that mother ducker. How to break a man's heart with one word. You deleted my save file, didn't you? Yes. When you take your newly married wife to your home's house and her Wi-Fi gets connected automatically. Today was fun. Hug them. Kill and consume. Me trying to enjoy my day. Anxiety about shit that I can't control. What puberty did to my friends. Love, boys, what puberty did to me. If you ever feel worthless, remember that Patrick used a fire extinguisher underwater. When you open Task Manager and all your apps suddenly stop freezing, fear will keep them in line. I've always assumed ironing boards were surfboards that stopped pursuing their dreams and got real jobs. Ask crackheads for $1 and cigarette as they approach you to assert dominance. Never going to a debate team meeting ever again. This white kid started his argument with riddle me this. When you win an argument against mom and she starts crying, I've won. But at what cost? You suck. I prefer positive feedback. Oh sorry, you are very good at sucking. Opera singer hits a high note. The glass dildo in my ass. Team Fortress 2 players having a conversation with only thanks. When I say I'm hungry and someone says you just ate. No complaints from grandpa. Me 10 PM. No more memes, I really have to do a get up early tomorrow. Me 3 AM. Congratulations, what is it? Me, food. My favorite part of the Fallout series is when Mars whole Fallout yells it's a Fallout time, and then his teeth fall out. My friend, you look beautiful. Me. Eastern European architecture before the Cold War. Eastern European architecture during the Cold War. When somebody needs to walk by you in the movie theater. My girl in a sundress. Me showing my appreciation. Me after mixing random chemicals to clean the bathroom with the door shut. How the cashier looks at me after giving him a PS5 labeled as Pinnacle $1. When you become an Uber driver and you drop off a dude at your girlfriend's house. Children eating vegetables. Children eating small toy parts. Doctor, I'm sorry but you have 3 months left to live. Me. Slides a $5 bill across the table. Make it 1 month. 1 HP left. Not to worry. Just let me take a quick nap. I'll be fine. The rice when I accidentally take the salmon off of the nigiri sushi. When you wake up from a midday nap and you don't know what year it is. Current relationship status. I dated a Chinese guy, a French guy, and an American guy. Broke all of their hearts. That's for Vietnam. Modern historian. I spent a month reading tax documents from 1723 that suggest a 3% fluctuation on banana imports, which could have contributed to the Memellion Empire's inflation and economic crisis. But let's not simplify a complex event. There are other factors at play, such as ancient historian. My cousin spoke to a guy who had a dream about this event. Let me tell you how it happened. Serial killer. Any last words? The guy she cornered. That knife really brings out the color in your eyes. The serial killer. Really? Average male morning mirror experience. I bet he's thinking about other women. Him, didn't I used to sleep on the other side of the bed? See Steve, rushing in like this is why I said your team was boned. Visualizing in the mirror the man I want to become. Standing behind the plumber like this the whole time he's fixing the toilet. Watch out. Someone has put a bounty of $201,337,000 on you. The duck I do. When you're about to go to sleep but someone starts to message you. When you chillin' with your girl and get a text after 11 and act like you ain't hear it. Male or troll, demon, dwarf, elf, female or troll, demon, dwarf, elf. Looking for goth girlfriend. Must be goth, a girl ready to be emotionally and physically disappointed. Full time. Serious inquirers only. It's a chimera that talks like a human. Some of you bitches are crazy as duck and into some nasty shit. Where is your dignity? Your self-respect? Your number? What's your address? You free tonight? Me when I show up to the spreading misinformation competition, but my opponent gave me the wrong address. Tire manufacturers hate him. See how he fixes his tires with one simple trick. Japan University offers ninja studies degree. I didn't see you in class yesterday. Thanks sir. Create hero shooter with nothing special except ugly characters. Try to sell it for $40. Why does nobody want to play Concord? Never play Uno with a Mexican, Jimbo. They steal all the green cards. When you're both on the spectrum and can't tell if it's an argument or a conversation. When you try pulling the hotel blanket from where it's tucked. Men are complicated. The language of men. Up nod. What's up? Down nod. You have my respect. Right nod. I need to talk to you about something. Left nod. Yo, check this out. Me and the skinny boy I pulled by being a motherly figure. My normal friends. My friend with the most ducked up sense of humor. An unnecessary Shrek scene. Me. Watching a movie with my family. Big burger. Mini burger. Big soda. Mom and dad meet my new boyfriend Danny. Oh my god, he's a weed. I have taught him how to type racial slurs. Me after saying in it instead of isn't it. So you are into pronouns, huh? Let me she/them titties. How it feels to be the only tall guy in the crowd. Them, now don't be dramatic, but the coffee maker broke. Me. Holy shit, how can I be so handsome? What the duck, who is this guy? Stop hating yourself. You're being homophobic. Why the eyes tied together, what they gonna do? Maku game. Don't look at Maku. You lost. Please let me use the LCLS2 particle accelerator. I promise that I'm human and would never abuse temperatures colder than space. We've got you surrounded. Update your Windows. I love my current version. I love my current version. Nobody. Me dissociating in the middle of a conversation. The brain-eating amobus of Kerosene Creek. Had a brain-eating amoeba once. Poor fella died of hungry. So you're forklift certified, huh? People going to work at 7:30 am. People coming home from work at 7:30 am. The raccoon I'm trying to pet. Hissing. Me. Nonsense. We are close friends. I fart because it's the only gas I can afford. Me whenever I see an empty corner during a function. Waking up in heaven after begging God to take my wife's headache away. Are you sure you want to exit to the main menu? All unsaved progress will be lost.